I think a lot of people know the harshest criticism that you probably got in your career was probably from Channel Awesome, which was what, like 5, 6 years ago, where people, they were saying that there was mismanagement. There was even sexist behavior that was going on. You did put out a response addressing every accusation at the time. You put the accusation out there, then you put facts down there. Couple of things with this controversy that happened. How has Channel Awesome moved past that? And how have your feelings about this changed over the years? I mean, I know you have the responses that you did back in the day, but has anything changed? Have you felt like, well, maybe I'm more humble right now? Have you doubled down on the responses that you've given people? And just overall, how did you move forward?
I mean, it's always something where, I mean, you just gotta see it for what it is. And I think, for me anyway, and for all of us, we've tried the big thing that we always acknowledge, yeah, we were never that great at, was communication, because we had just God knows how many people in there, and we'd always have problems coming at us. And, you know, I think we bit off more than we could chew, probably, with that. So there's a reason where after all that happened, we just kept everything in-house. I think one of the biggest criticisms we got, even with like the wall review, which I think is fair, is that we tried to go too big. And I think there's really something to keeping it smaller, keeping it back to what it's about, which is, you know, enjoying what you do and getting other people to enjoy what you do, making good connections with them and so forth. And it just kind of keeping that going. So it's one of those things where I really love the people I work with, and I really get along with. I'm so blessed to have, you know, these folks I'm working with, and we try to learn from the things that we've done in the past. I mean, some of it I'm like, well, that, you know, some of it's stuff I'm like, yeah, I wish I didn't do that. And other things I'm like, well, that doesn't seem, you know, like too big a deal. And people still kind of go back and forth on it. What's a big deal? What isn't? And so forth. But I think the big thing is not going too big, so you keep focus on what really is important, which is, you know, the people that do work very hard for you, that you see, you know, all the time, and try to treat them with as much respect as possible. And, you know, people like Malcolm and Tamara and Walter, I mean, just so many good people that work with us, just trying to keep the focus on that and keep it on, you know, the simple passion of what you're doing.
You know, that's interesting what you're saying about kind of making it smaller, not, you know, having these ambitions and being big, but, you know, just pulling back a little bit. This is when you start doing this, you start making your money, and when the money starts coming in, you are a creator, but you're also, at that point, you're a business person, you're a manager, you have to do something. I've been in the same position that you have, and again, this is not about me. It's, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, tell my story, but I do relate in a way, and I have to say that I too, after money was coming in and I started making a living with this and whatnot, and especially when I had to start managing this on my own, you know, what I do for Double Toasted here, I also think I had ambitions and I went big, and I had to come back and say, all right, I admit that mistakes were made here. I did not probably know what I was doing here, or that this just got out of hand here. I just, you know, but I've learned. Would you say that mistakes were made during this time when this came down, and has this made you a better business person?
Oh, I think, well, and let me tell you, I'm not a business person. I don't handle like any of that, especially because I think that will get in the way of the creative stuff. But it is something where we knew even back then, and we tried to make it better, the communication thing, definitely. And part of that is because I think we were just getting bigger and bigger and bringing in more people. Like, it's a big party, everybody, you know, come in, kind of thing. And but you're gonna lose focus, and things are gonna, you know, it fall between the cracks. And again, like, different people have different outlooks on it as well. So I think definitely with the people that we actually do see, you know, it's not someone that they're miles away and we say, yeah, just make videos, do your thing. Yeah. I mean, and we'll post it. I mean, this is like people we actually see, like, in person, come and film with and make sure they're taken care of and stuff like that. You know, those are the connections where it's like, these are, you know, the employees, these are the people we want to make sure they feel comfortable and they feel, you know, good around here. And I mean, I love them to death. They say they love us to death. So I mean, that seems like, we're doing okay.
Yeah. So you would just say that communication gets lost when you're working with people far away. Things get out of hand. People
Well, not
can.
just far away, when there's a lot of them too.
Yeah.
I think that, again, I think it was something where we're probably bringing in too many people, and we should, again, like, because everybody, you've seen online businesses like shut down because they were trying to get too big, and I really think a lot of it was we should have kept it smaller so that more flowing communication could be like within our means.
Yeah, I understand exactly where you're coming from, man. Maybe we're not doing exactly the same thing. Maybe we don't have exactly the same problems, but I think I've seen myself and other people. I think that's one of the mistakes that they've made is that they've tried to bring in too many people, and it is sort of an ego boost when you have all these people and you say it seems like a big party. It makes it feel like this something I created is so huge, and then you just want to, and plus you just want people that you like to keep coming in. I definitely have seen that with a lot of people where it just got way too big and it all collapsed under the weight of itself.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I think it is. It is something where you kind of realize that and you say, okay, let's. I mean, again, especially the past couple years with like the COVID thing and stuff like that, where you kind of realize, okay, just keep it simple, keep it small, keep it to what it's really about, and keep focused on that and the people that are, again, actually there helping you out. And you have a connection with and rapport with and stuff like that. Like, make sure you're showing them as much love and respect as they're showing you.